Previously on Tim Plays a Game. I see a simple endurance contest it is it? We're going to see who can stay in the sauna the longest, am I right?
You win, or you lose. That's the only thing that matters.
Remember how you said, don't be a woman who dominates weak men, be a woman dominated by a strong man? Wait, what? I never said that. Well, actually, I just thought it sounded like something you might say. So I decided to come up with a new way to motivate you. So I did a little investigating on my own, and I dug up some of your darkest secrets. You have 24 hours. If someone doesn't become blackened by then, all of your deepest, darkest, most embarrassing secrets will be exposed to the world. Oh no, 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 no. What's up, everyone? It's Tim from Tim Plays a Game here with Trigger Happy Havoc Danganronpa playing on Nintendo Switch. I tried to suppress my screaming, but it was useless. It surged out of me like water from a spring gushing out of the ground. That's where spring water comes from. by Koya, on the other hand. Yeah, not so much. Most unusual, don't you think? He was totally calm, almost like he was watching this all unfold in front of a TV screen. Probably because he's the one who did it. Look, Chihiro's corpse has been suspended somehow. And something's been written on the wall in blood. Bloodlust. Okay, bloodlust. Such a brutal way to kill someone. No, this is beyond brutal. Wouldn't you agree? They killed her. How could it not be brutal? Nah, no, that's not my point. I mean, it's a good point, but it's not my point. This murder is far too bizarre for any everyday amateur to have committed it. Unlike with Sayaka, this murder was not a crime of passion or necessity. It's almost as if whoever did this did it for fun. I mean, you see what I mean? Why are you asking open-ended like this? Why are you asking me to agree with you? What? My head was swimming. I was still reeling, too confused to understand what he was trying to say. And before I could even begin to clear my head.
What the heck?
Hey, I heard screaming. Did something? Chihiro! Yeah. he screams better than I do. Good morning!
A body has been discovered!
Really?
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Whoa. Okay, now we gotta do detective work. Let's Detective Conan this.
What?
Ah, that's right. You were unconscious during Sayaka's, so you don't know about it. What you just heard was the body discovery announcement. Apparently when 3 or more people discover a body, an announcement plays to let everyone know. I imagine it's so that the search for the culprit can proceed fairly for everyone involved. Proceed fairly? The body discovery announcement? Then Chihiro really... No, she's faking it.
Naturally.
Dead. Yes. Duh. Before you start screaming your head off, go round everyone up. It seems another game has begun. Another life or death game to uncover a killer. Wonder who it is. Taka bolted out of the locker room. As everyone made their way to the scene, it felt as if no time at all passed. It was like my sense of time had just taken a wing and flown away. When I finally came back to myself, I saw everyone had the same look of confusion, fear, and anger. We all just stood there, gathered around Chihiro's body, and told ghost stories, I don't know.
Damn.
Couldn't keep her safe. So there's another victim! Which means we are not in the same position once again. Fuck, man!
What the
What the fuck is this? It's a dream. This is a dream. It's all just a dream. In fact, I haven't even been born yet. I don't have any memory of me for being alive. Yeah, he screams better than I do. Shut up. I guess first step, we investigate the body. For now, pay attention to the wall. Huh? I said it once already. There's a word written. Yeah, I can see it. 2 words, actually. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood.
So...
I don't think it's any kind of dying message. Yeah, I don't think she could have written that with her hands being tied and all. It's just too strange. But you know, that thing about writing bloodlust in blood. Doesn't it sound kind of familiar? A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. And at the scene of each crime, the word bloodlust is written. Okay, so whoever is the bloodlust killer, they're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Byakuya. I mean, Genocide Jack. Genocide Jack, the murderous fiend whose grisly attacks were famous all across the country. The ultimate murderous fiend, creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killings.
What is this?
Then this is some copycat killer trying to imitate Genocide Jack's style? But why would anyone do that? Perhaps it's the work of the real Genocide Jack. The real? What? Wait, are you saying Genocide Jack is here in the school?
No way!
There's no way! But going so far as to write bloodlust at the scene, I am surprised at their stupidity.
Well,
I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer. Dealing with a smart murderer? I don't know. Would you rather deal with a murderer who knows what he's doing? What is it now? Toko. Hina was pointing toward the entrance to the girls' locker room. Ah! Toko was the last to arrive, and now she just was standing there. No, why? Oh dear God, what? Gadunk. She fainted. That did not sound good. Toko! Hina rushed over to the collapsed Toko and started trying to shake her awake. Yeah, shake the unconscious person awake. That's good. Toko, are you okay? Come on, wake up. Oh, that's right. I just remembered what she said about how she faints anytime she sees blood.
Oh.
So she is homophobic. I imagine she does not watch too many horror films then. Really? Good to know. I'll write that down. This isn't a violation of the rules, right? I mean, technically she passed out somewhere besides her room. No, I think it should be okay. The regulations prohibit sleeping, like on purpose. So since she didn't faint on purpose, it doesn't count. Gotcha.
Just a second.
Toko, can you hear me? Hey, you gotta wake up. And if she'd heard her, Toko suddenly shot awake. Whoa. And as in, she literally jumped up from where she was laying. It was such a strange reaction, I was at total loss for words. She leapt straight up into the air, changing her stance as she did. Whoa! What? In no time flat, she was just standing up. With her tongue, and yeah, just completely blitzed out look on her face. Ignoring the physical contortions she had to go through, her motions were totally haphazard. Oh, what? Sorry about that. I was just so shocked, you know. What happens, right? Was I the only one? Toko, are you okay? I'm fine. Yeah! Whoa, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? Whoa.
What the heck?
She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world was a front and back and top inning and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies.
Well.
This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. No, everything's fine. At least the stutter's all gone. That's a good thing, right? Yeah.
I see.
It's clear to me that everything is not fine. Your eyes seem strangely vacant. It might be best if we take her back to her room for the time being.
So,
I don't mind taking her, but could someone help me? If you need help, I don't mind. Taka, could you help me? Dang. She totally ignored me. Very well. You take care of the girl, and the rest of us can begin the investigation right away. Can I assume that nobody has a problem leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again? Hold on a second. Rushing to an investigation? The mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, surely you realize that. Ying.
don't make me repeat.
There is no question that Chihiro was murdered by someone among us. It was the imposter, I betcha. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Of course!
Right as rain, but don't take it as a bad thing. It's just a fact of life. Because that's how graduation works. I don't know how your graduation went, but my graduation had way less dead bodies and much more drinking. No. Then it's happened again. Is that what you're saying? Then how have you not put this together yet, bro? Another one of us killed. Yeah, a fellow classmate. What does that freak you out? You guys got no balls, you know that? Is there just nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you pray to mine if you want. Okay, at least he has a sense of humor. Actually, I don't have any either. Oh, sorry.
Stop talking.
Yeah, we know you don't have any balls. Stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right? Sure did, chum.
The Monokuma file!
Oh, the Monokuma file, yes. I know how much you must be looking forward to it.
See ya later!
So please do your very tippity-toppity best on this investigation. Not that I care too much. Not that I have anything to lose. Do we really gotta do another investigation? I mean, don't you kind of want to know who the murderer is? Don't you want to kind of know who the psychopath among us is? Examining the corpses of one of our friends, having to suspect all our other friends.
Why?
I hate this. I can't take it anymore. I hate it too. I've had enough. I'm getting out of here. Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run.
Such ignorance.
Right? We got freaking... Yeah, freaking Sakura, aka Jane of the Jungle there, just freaking... just ripped out, just like freaking insanely strong. You can't run. You're not gonna outrun her, and you're not gonna strong arm her either, so just do the freaking investigation. And try not to kill anyone. Can't keep expressing that enough. Don't kill anyone. Don't kill anymore. Just accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid. A dead body is a simple object. You are very enthusiastic about all of this, are you not?
Naturally.
How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die. That's true, but to jump into it so soon.
What?
What? Do you want to die?
Such ignorance.
Yes. No. There, you're dead. Happy? Fine, then go off and die somewhere. Right now. Go ahead. You're a waste of space.
Damn you!
A dead body's an object.
Piece of shit!
Chihiro wasn't an object. Show a little respect, or I'll beat some India.
Calm down.
Oh, look who came here already. Look who just showed up. Everyone stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said. Kyoko.
Because...
If we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our own lives are forfeit. And if Byakuya is right, then Genocide Jack is somehow the one who killed Chihiro.
That's right.
Then unless we do something, more victims could start piling up.
What?
Well, forget more victims if we mess this up. We're all dead beat. Yeah, so there's two factors of death here. Hold on. If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer. If in any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people. What? I don't remember a rule like that.
Actually...
I just came up with it. I mean, if one person went around and killed everyone, your lovely student life would be all over, right? The new rule has been added to the regulations menu. In that case, why not limit it to 1 person?
Hey!
What fun is that? Well, in a good mystery, you don't want to miss out on at least the potential of a serial killer angle. Just one would totally murder that possibility.
Punishment is
Pun
waiting
intended.
for you.
Farewell for now. I'll catch you guys in the class trial. I can't say I can't say I understand his thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, then 1 more person's life could still be in danger. Which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens.
You son of a bitch!
You need to shut the fuck up!
So,
I kind of agree with him. Well, for now, Taka and I are gonna drop off at Toko at her room. Nice, I'm gonna get dropped off.
there is nothing to be done.
We have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation. Tout sweet. Too sweet, I don't know. If we do not solve the mystery of who killed Chihiro,
Is that okay?
then we quickly follow her into the afterlife. Why is everyone so freaking dark in this school? I know someone just got murdered, but come on! That's true, I hate this, but if we want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to do it. We don't have any other choice. Alright, time to investigate. First of all, I'd better check the Monokuma file, see what's exactly going on. victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. Time of death was estimated around 2 a.m. But it was after 10 p.m., which is when everyone should be in their room asleep. Body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the second floor of the school. Cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. I'm gonna guess with the purple bloody dumbbell on the hand dumbbell on the floor. Hand weight. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Alright. Monokuma 2 file 2 has been added to the truth bullets of your handbook. Hey Makoto, do you have a second? Does this smell like a knife to you? It smells like blood. Did you need something from me?
Naturally.
Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know. So what did you want? I'm gonna let you cooperate with me during my investigation.
What?
I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve? No, I just...
Stop talking.
You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So you're inviting me to come with you. You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though.
Let's go.
Now then, shall we all get started? But we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened, but it looks like I'll be working with Bayakoya on this one. So let's take a look at the dead body. Feel the life draining out my own body. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body.
Very strange.
The more I look at this, the more I look, the more strange it all seems. Stranger it all seems. This must be Genocide Jack's handiwork. Well, but
What?
but we're still not sure he did it. Is that what you want to say? Well, we don't know he did it. I mean, someone who knows about everyone knows about Genocide Jack, so they could have just copied it real easily. I wonder about that. Well, this is obviously the murder weapon. Let's take a look at it. That's a dumbbell on the floor. This is a blood stain. This is what happens when blood gets on something. It stains. There's a blood stain on the dumbbell. The Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon?
That's right.
I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Yeah. Locker room dumbbells and truth bullets. Blood on the carpet too, so... Which is weird, because it should... unless it happened... I don't know, she's like hanging over there, but there's a lot of blood right there. There's a fresh blood stain on the carpet, it must be splattered with blood during the murder. This poster doesn't... Why is this in a girl's locker room? This poster got some blood on it, it must have happened during the murder. Word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. What's the meaning of this bloodlust? Alright, you, where were you? Where were you at 2 a.m. last night? I use this locker room all the time. Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else than carried here. She was very light, that is true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still. I still think she came here on her own by choice. She's been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise. But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late?
Perhaps.
Hina or myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. And instead she came to exercise in the middle of the night.
However...
Perhaps, but it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret, and that you two, Hina and you, were not enough support for her. But that she also would have come with someone else. It's a possibility, I think. Sakura's account has been added to the truth bullets. Okay. Let's see what Mondo has to say. What did he see? Dude had a real complex about being weak. You hear... Dude, it's girl. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need to do is get... All I need to get stronger. All I need to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did. Which, I guess, explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? She already mentioned it, but she was a girl, after all. Most girls aren't all that strong. I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff. Cause of Chihiro's complex. I can't help wondering what it might be. Okay, Mondo's account has been added to the truth bullets of your handbook. Now I believe it's time for us to move on. Huh? Already?
What?
New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but
Let's go.
if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. You're so pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. Well, at least you got caught up with the person who seemingly knows what he's doing. So this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to the investigation? Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with other handbooks.
What?
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, and then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
It seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure, what's up? Well, it's just about this card reader.
Yep.
Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct?
Unbelievable.
If there were some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, yeah, the Gatling gun would take care of that. The ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. Wow. Swiss cheese slaughter. Sounds delicious. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct?
Of course.
Correctly correct. So then, that means only girls can go into the girls' locker room and boys can only go into the boys' locker room, so likely a girl did this. In other words, Chihiro's body has been being found in the girls' locker room, which means... Hey, Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me? Well, let me tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer... I just said that.
So, in other words...
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
Such ignorance.
Good lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. On the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. Yeah, I would expect nothing less from a prodigal son of the noble Tagami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Okay, so he could have stolen the book. Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things. Yeah, you're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore. They're things.
Yeah.
They're objects, isn't that right? Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on. You're saying that's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it. So,
Why you?
So sleepy. Just listening to me makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together.
Unbelievable.
Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest of your damn self. Your own damn self.
That's fine.
Well, I know you are unfortunately lacking in mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. Ugh. Can't we just talk about what's going on? Please? Card reader has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. Everyone's so vague today. Came to the main hall. So, what are you looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself? Mailbox. I think that's a mailbox. Yeah, it's a mailbox there. Could there be something inside? It's any handbook? No, wait. There's 3 of them. But why are they? What are they doing here? So you finally found them, huh? Did you know these were here by Akoya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of the dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka. You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on the handbooks, and then when I did... Sayaka... Yep. You're right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now, do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer, yeah, okay. Loaning your e-handbook, so they borrowed borrowed someone else's handbook from the mailbox over there. I see. Yeah, now I understand. Main hall e-handbooks has been added to the truth section. Okay. Hold on a second. What's wrong?
Very strange.
That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
I see.
It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs. Oh yeah. Yeah, you don't need to show a replay. We all remember it. I have mental scars that won't allow me to forget. The memory of it came flooding back. That cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. Yeah, most deaths are cruel and heartless. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Damn it!
Hey!
King me. Now I.
What? The e-handbook is essential to students' life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily, but it did.
That's impossible!
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break. I can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with, it won't do crap. But even an amazing handbook does have one single weak point. It does?
I can't hear you!
But it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
What?
And Leon must have broken it somewhere without realizing what its weakness was, right? Hard to say. You know what I think? I think this handbook isn't actually broken.
What?
But you might ask, how could that be? Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to this case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Let's just add it to the handbook. Or the bullet section. Okay, then this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation. We've already begun the investigation. In earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Oh, not quite. Alright, what do you have to say? You got something to say it. What do you mean by that, Akuya? To be exact, not quite. Certainly, I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely. I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then you truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit of this case. The murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right?
What?
There's nobody else it could be. Murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really have been a demented psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that'll prove it, and I can show you. And I have a basis to believe that. I assure you, Genocide Jack is one of us. Okay, is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence to something like that really, yes. Ah, hey, you two. Big trouble! Need your help!
I don't have time to
We're
play
busy,
with you.
leave us alone.
I
But it's an emergency! Emergency! Come on, please, you gotta help me! What is it?
Please,
Serious emergency, please, you gotta help me! Just calm down, okay, Hina? Okay, but it's an emergency! Okay, you gotta tell us more. Elaborate on what the emergency is. An emergency, what happened?
Well,
Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. What else is new? Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat
What about our
myself.
investigation? We can't have time. We can't waste time standing around, right? Don't make me repeat myself. I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no, so that'd be the end of it.
Yeah!
Okay, come on, hurry! Wait for us.
Let's go.
Looks like she headed to the dorms, to Toko's room, most likely. You're right. You guys are too slow! I think you're just too fast. So what's this emergency? Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, you know, see how she was doing. But when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out, and she kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff?
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. You talk to her. She likes you. Yeah, I may as well give it a shot. Ding dong, bing bong. Door swung open slowly and silently. Ugh, creepy. Holy crap. An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What?
What?
Oh, nothing. It's just that Hina was really worried about you holding yourself up in your room.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But could you open up just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
Won't allow it.
Won't let Genocide Jack have control.
Okay. And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time. When I rang a little while ago. Yeah, more of the creepy stuff. I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend. Okay. Doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door, but it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door. Does she think that the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think that serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared?
But
Yes. Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Go talk to your girlfriend. Hey, Byakuya, you think you could ask her to come out of her room, I mean?
That's fine.
Sure, whatever. You're gonna talk to her? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments...
What do you want?
Leave me alone, you're all so annoying! Bacula.
It's Byakuya.
Okay, I've been pronouncing it wrong. Byakuya. I'm sorry, I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. And with that, the door slammed shut. That's weird. Even Bacula couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on. Hey, Bacula. Hey, Blackula. What was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise?
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure.
Stop talking.
If I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just like let Hina take care of her. You do know something. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her, I guess.
Let's go.
Well, then let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! And I heard ketchup. I tried to talk to him several times as he walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking toward his destination. Finally, his feet brought him into the front of a certain room. The library. Called it! The library. Come on, let's go in. This is where I like to do most of my killing edited reading. Is the evidence that proves that it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't make me say it again. I don't know what you want me to do. I never really looked at this door. If I remember, on the other side of this door is the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here.
Let's go.
All makes sense once you're inside. You can just tell me to go inside. You can just open the door. I have to stay in there and do nothing. Thought there was no time to stand around. Whoa, there's so many books and files in a freaking library. I never would have thought there would be books in here. And so much dust, too.
So, in other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust.
that's enough.
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look at there. There are some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll let it go for now. Shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one out at random. Ah, you have a sharp eye, indeed, to select that file, huh?
That's right.
That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. I won't be declassified. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up if you're in it for peeking at it. Well, you peeked at it, and you're fine. Without making a sound, I return the file to the shelf. What's this? There's a wooden box. It's empty. Looks like there was something round in there. Although, judging by the smudges in the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. An extension cord, huh? Lamp right here. It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw by Koya using in the library before.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd just put it to good use. There's a ton of thick files stuffed on the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filed with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person would ever want to. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. Huh? What do you mean? All those files are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only, and yet they put them in a school. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Oh. So are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in this library is because of this room right here.
Interesting.
It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? I mean, yeah, it's pretty cool. Why is it here? This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label as a lie. Well, it's not that. It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but, I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have to put all this together? I suppose it goes to show you how much power Hope's Peak truly wields, or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. Or they could have just bought a video game system. Let's see, should we get all the records, the police records, and classified files from all over the world and put them in one place? Or we could buy an Xbox. Well, I think the Xbox would be harder to come by, right? Dang, Tim. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible. What do you mean, usually? Usual, normal, ordinary, simple. Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? That the documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so you have seen these before, and you're still alive. Hold on a second. You're saying you've read all these documents and more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and is not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Tagami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So, in other words...
I've already told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. Okay, well, that makes sense now. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim that without a doubt, that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. Maybe he's the mastermind. And what always interested me the most were the cold cases, police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine, ever since I was little. What the heck is wrong with your childhood? I read Super Fudge, you're reading freaking police reports. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of these cases by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, but Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
That's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding Genocide Jack's cases has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that every crime scene, the word bloodless is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodless is written in the victim's body suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise. The best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended. The only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, it's kind of, hanging between two bars, I get, Her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So in other words,
The culprit isn't a copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack. Yeah.
in other words,
That's right. There is evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Then Genocide Jack really is such a brutal, fiendish killer. Really is walking around among us.
interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. By Genocide Jack case file, could you let me see it? Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Oh, jeez. Byakuya handed me the file, and I flipped through it with tense and nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the scene of the crime had all been collected. Jeez Louise. Okay, I'll just start at the top left. Victim Ken Harada, office worker 32. Murder took place in the parking lot of the victim's apartment complex. The victim suffered multiple stab wounds across his body. I think they'll probably go into this. Ken Harada, Tetsuhiro Kondo, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Sai, 14. God, she's not. This person does not. They do not discriminate against age. Komatsu Nataro, Takafumi Gono, Uchida Naoshi, Hisa, Takashi Masamun, Yuto Yumajima. There was no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in exactly the same way. These are different. Yeah, there was no scissors on that one girl's body. Also, these are all guys. All the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended the exact same way. In the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page, and you'll find another interesting tidbit. Next page. Okay, yes, it's all shocking. Profiling results. All the crime scenes took place either on weekdays at night or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there is an external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder.
So, in other words,
Key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. Split personality, like the kind of thing you see on TV. So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story, yes. You just now figured that out. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up till now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel my mind has gone numb. Alright, Genocide Jack case file has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon. But where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business here, haven't we? Wait, Bakuya. Bakugan. As usual, Bakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that?
I don't have time to play.
Come
with
on,
you.
enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd get together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he had asked me to join him, he cut me off. In the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack he's the one that killed Chihiro, and that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out, no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene. The girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. You know, just to be fair. And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to figure out everything I can. Yeah, I gotta get Fumi's story, because he seems like someone who tries to sneak into the girls' locker room. I'm just kidding.
Da-da-da-da-da!
Ding, ding, ding! Fumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit.
feel as if...
Another stat increase for me. Evidence? What'd you find? I cannot reveal that just yet.
I'm sure of it!
But I guarantee that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Oh yes, Miss Sluttenberg said she witnessed something worthwhile too. Really? What'd she see?
Well,
She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Okay, so where's Celeste now? The warehouse by the dorm. She was there, but at the same time not there. What's it gonna be? Alright, I gotta go in here. Okay, seems pretty normal. Why is there a stain on this carpet? What is with this poster? This poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite fit into the boys' locker room. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, there's a yeah, it feels like these posters, yeah, that poster should be in the girls' locker room and the other one should be in the just saying. Alright, yeah, I want to find out what this stain is. There's a strange stain in the carpet. What is it? Boys' locker room has been added to the truth bullets. Okay, so that's it? Talk to Kirigiri. Hey, Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation? Generally speaking.
however,
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation. What is it?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But
So then-
before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time, but thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine where its whereabouts. That's it. I'll be praying for your success. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing. That's definitely worth worrying about. Alright, so that's added to the truth book. Let's see. Kyoko and said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in kind of a crucifix position. Huh? The rope has a plug, so that's an extension cord. Wait, so then this isn't a rope at all. The more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was the blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right. There's the issue of her being suspended after the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about it, either of them. Yeah, these guys were stabbed. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. This was a blunt. This was just a head bashed. What does this all mean? Status of the dead bodies went into the truth section. Well, the one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack case one more time. Alright, let's take a look at this poster. This seems weird. It's the Bloodstained Poster. The blood is the most noteworthy part, but the big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. A girl's locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'll find something like this. But wait, that reminds me, the poster in the other locker room is... That's right. There's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched? But if they were, what reason could anyone have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little more about the locker rooms. 2 locker room posters has been added to the Truth Bullets section of the handbook. Spent a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura? I used it nearly every day since it's opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay, then let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and girls' locker room could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters. I see.
However...
But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I'd like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. We have protein coffee? In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass in it after exercising. Wow, that's disgusting. Anyway, the other day I spilled some of that carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain. Oh. But I don't see any stain on the carpet now.
Of course.
Exactly, I noticed it earlier. That stain has disappeared. It's on the carpet in the boys' locker room, which is really weird. So the carpet and the posters were probably switched. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it. But still, it's unusually clean, as if there was never a stain here to begin with. Disappearing stain has been added to the Truth Handbook. Yes. The lamp will turn on. Oh, I see, it's not plugged in. The lamp cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. Last time I saw it was definitely on, and it was definitely right here. Extension cord, bro, come on. Oh, that's right, Byakuya was using an extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if... Yeah. Okay, so the same extension cord that was used by Byakuya was used in the murder. Library dust lamp has been added to the truth section of the handbook. Look at Genocide Jack case. I know it's around here somewhere. It's gone. Someone take it out of the archive? The only one who would know about something like that. I can't think of anyone but Byakuya. Oh, there's all kinds of stuff piled up. Towels, jackets, looks like they put together a good collection of school equipment. Which is good, because they're school. What do you know? Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. There's absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then you did find something. Very well, I will tell you, and only you.
Actually.
Last night I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What, really?
Indeed.
This was right before nighttime.
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Okay. She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear that she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly into the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this would have happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying, which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Ah. Okay. Surveillance camera. Mastermind must have been watching Chihiro's killed. They know what happened, and they're still forcing us to go through with this. Of course they are. There's all different kinds of food stacked up. I don't see anything noteworthy. There's all kinds of stuff piled everywhere. I don't see anything noteworthy. This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. I wonder what trial's gonna start. Probably soon. Is this the fridge Sayaka mentioned? I don't see anything noteworthy here. Great. Let's go to the dining hall. I know she knows something. Look at that devious smile. Okay, Hina. Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before, she won't come out, and she just keeps mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her. My head was all swimmy, and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah!
Oh, but don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating?
Huh?
A donut, of course. Of course. There are two things I'm sure God created, outer space and donuts. Really. I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with?
Well...
Yeah, she was a little bit strange. She didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, with you, she always refused.
Yeah, totally.
Yep, it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. It's kind of weird to be shy around your own sex. But totally fine with the opposite sex. Oh wait, maybe she's just used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. Okay. Aoi's account has been added to the truth bullets. Oh boy, here we go.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
Yes.
It's the moment you've all been waiting for. The
class trial!
You remember where to meet, right?
Red door.
Please go through the red door on...
Yep.
See you soon.
Bye, Z's. Begin the class trial, or it's about to begin. Okay. We don't have a choice.